Jessica Chambers died nearly a week ago.
It's been nearly 2 months.
14 months of pain.
It has been 3 years since Jessica Chambers was found burned alive outside her car in rural Mississippi.
Along a quiet road in rural Mississippi, investigators wade deep into the brush and use dogs looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Well, several people are being questioned, but so far, no arrests yet in the brutal murder of a Panola County, Mississippi teenager.
Well, even seasoned investigators are calling Jessica Chambers' murder the most brutal crime they've ever seen.
So, a 19-year-old girl named Jessica Chambers left her house in the evening, left her mom's house to go get something at the gas station.
We learned something today talking to the manager of that gas station. Normally, when she fills up, she buys like $3, $4 worth of gas. Never really any much more than that. That night, she spent $14. She bought 5 gallons worth of gas. She apparently was going to go somewhere. The question is, where and why?
And then a few hours later, she was found in her car, which was set on fire. And the fire department responded to a call about a car, and they found her by the side of the road. And she just said, "Eric did this to me," although that is not something that has been confirmed by law enforcement. But then she stopped talking, and they flew her to the hospital in nearby Memphis, but she died there. And she had been burned alive, basically. The cause of her death was from the burning.
Since then, Panola County, the Mid-South, and the rest of the country waits for answers. But right now, nobody is in jail or even named as a suspect in her death.
It's a murder that has both horrified and mystified this small town.
I think one of the greatest fears people have of dying is to die in a fire.
We don't know who it was.
But Jessica Chambers' friends and family want to know. So do the people across the country watching the story and the investigation closely, their criticism adding to the pressure on DA John Champion and the task force investigating Chambers' death.
So after the initial national push, it seems like a bunch of armchair sleuths kind of filled in the blanks, right?
Yeah, so immediately after, a lot of conservative blogs became very invested for a while.
In the weeks after Jessica died, conservative blogs and offshoots of the internet vigilante collective Anonymous complained that the mainstream media wasn't covering Jessica's murder because of reverse racism.
They immediately found photos of everybody from Jessica's ex-boyfriend who was black.
And they put Brian's picture on the web all over the world and basically was accusing him of being a abusive ex-boyfriend and possibly even a killer. They accused him of being a gang member.
When I went there, the first person I met was Lisa, Jessica's mother.
Lisa Chambers tries to visit the memorial to her daughter every day.
So what I realized is Lisa spends all of her time in multiple Facebook groups and on some other internet forums who are still so obsessed with Jessica's murder, talking about who killed her, the various theories, what the police missed, the corruption in the town.
That deputy arrested for DUI is also the lead investigator for the Jessica Chambers case. Now, residents here say they hope his arrest doesn't alter any arrests that could possibly come for her murder.
And what I saw was Lisa sitting there just getting messages and notifications.
Could you send us a phone log confirming you were
The lack of official suspects hasn't stopped one baseless rumor after another from circulating on the internet and then throughout the town.
A short time before she was killed, Chambers stopped at a gas station. Now the man who rang up her purchase tells WREG people on social media are threatening his life.
We just spoke with the DA about a half hour ago. While there aren't any updates in terms of suspects, there is a major update that Ali El Sinai, the gas station worker who's been receiving death threats, is cleared.
My question was, why do you talk to these people? This just seems like such an awful situation. And she said to me, I don't hear any new information from the authorities.
Still no arrests, but plenty of investigators still here this Friday night.
We're using everything we have available to us.
These people are all I have, and if I step away from the computer, I see my daughter burning.
A major announcement in the Jessica Chambers case. Police say Quentin Tellis is responsible for Chambers' burning death from December of 2014.
This is just the beginning for justice for Jessica.
The trial's expected to start tomorrow morning.
Can you state your name for me, please?
Lisa Chambers.
We, the jury, cannot unanimously make a verdict of guilty or not guilty for the defendant, Quentin Verdell Tellis.
A mistrial declared in the murder trial of Jessica Chambers. The next step, the district attorney already planning a retrial.
Jessica Chambers' family had only words of disappointment after the jury could not reach a verdict. Jessica's mother, Lisa, left without saying anything. Now, DA John Champion says he expects the retrial of Quentin Tellis to happen sometime in June, but at this point, he's just not sure.